Welcome back to the CryptoWorld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now prices are running into important resistance here in the shorter term, while a potential warning signal is now forming. More on that in just a moment, so definitely stick around. First of all, just giving you a quick update here on the 4-hour Bitcoin to US dollar chart. And right now, as of recording this video, the price of Bitcoin is trading right at the top of this range of resistance, which goes up towards around 16.9k. But at least as of right now, we are yet to see a significant candle close well above 16.9k. So just for now, at the time of recording this video, we have not yet confirmed a breakout above this range of resistance at around 16.9k. And now, obviously, if you watched my last video that I posted yesterday on the channel, you'll know that I said we were most likely due to see a continued short-term cool-off before continuing higher later on, which is exactly what has happened. But now the situation has changed a little bit because we're starting to see a couple more bearish signals show up here on the 4-hour time frame. For example, if you draw out that line of support here in the 4-hour Bitcoin RSI, we have actually broken below this ascending line of support over the last 1 day. And in fact, more specifically, the 4-hour Bitcoin RSI has now formed a lower low, which is technically a bearish signal, but it doesn't stop quite there because we're actually forming a bearish divergence right now here on the 4-hour time frame. But it is important to mention that at least as of right now, at the time of recording this video, this bearish divergence is not yet confirmed, because for this to be confirmed, we need to actually see this red 4-hour candle close as a red 4-hour candle, because otherwise, if we don't see this candle close as a red candle and instead it flips back into the green, then we don't actually cement a lower high here in the 4-hour Bitcoin RSI. And obviously, if the price continues higher in the immediate short term, which would push the RSI higher, then with the RSI going above this previous high, that would essentially mean that we never actually confirmed this bearish divergence, which is why we need to actually confirm this 4-hour candle close in the red, and ideally another 4-hour candle close in the red after that to further confirm this potential bearish divergence, which is forming right now here in the short term. And as always, if this bearish divergence does end up confirming, this is simply a signal telling us that we're losing bullish momentum and we're due to see at least sideways price action, but potentially a bit more of a pullback in the price of Bitcoin over the next 1 to 2 days if this confirms. And now going back to this chart right here and looking in the 4-hour Bitcoin MACD, we've lost a lot of momentum over the last 1 day. We've actually seen a slight bearish cross and now back to a small bullish cross. And typically when we're seeing small bullish and bearish crosses in this indicator over and over again, that basically means we have almost no momentum here in the shorter term. So in terms of the momentum right now, we're looking very neutral. But once again, we are now beginning to see a little bit more bearish signals start to show up here in the 4-hour Bitcoin RSI, which are worth paying attention to. But for now, if you're going off the price trend itself, technically speaking, the price trend has not yet broken the short-term bullish trend because we're still in a higher low, higher high formation here on the 4-hour time frame. But I'm just letting you know, based on these price oscillators, this short-term bullish trend is now losing bullish momentum, which once again is a warning signal to pay attention to, especially if that bearish divergence confirms. And as for other levels of support and resistance, these haven't really changed over the last 1 day. So if you want to know more about those, then check out my last video on this channel. But just letting you know, we do have some short-term support at the bottom of this range of resistance here, sitting at around 16.7k, which is a level of support which I don't think I mentioned in my last video. But anyway, now getting into the Ethereum part of this video, this right here is the 4-hour ETH to US dollar chart, and right now the price of ETH is getting very close to this range of resistance, which starts at around 1280. But once again, we also have a level of resistance at around 1270 due to the golden pocket level of resistance. When you bring out the Fibonacci retracement tool from this swing high to this swing low, once again that places the golden pocket right at around 1270 to 1280. And while the price of ETH runs into this short-term resistance, we are also seeing a possible bearish divergence also form for ETH as well as Bitcoin here in the short term, because obviously we're seeing a higher high formation in the price and a lower high formation in the RSI. But once again, this still needs to be confirmed with at least one 4-hour candle close in the red, but ideally another 4-hour candle close in the red after that to further cement this bearish divergence in place. And like I just said for Bitcoin, if we end up seeing this bearish divergence confirm for ETH as well, then this basically means we're losing bullish momentum for the bullish trend here. And if this divergence confirms, basically we're due to see either sideways price action or a bit more of a pullback in the price of ETH over the next 1 to 2 days. But at least for now, if you're looking at the price trend itself based on the price action alone, we are still technically in a short-term bullish trend because we're still forming higher lows and higher highs. It's just this bullish trend is now losing bullish momentum as we're running into important resistance and forming things like bearish divergences. And also, if you're looking at the 4-hour Ethereum MACD, this is also showing very low momentum to either direction as of right now, which is actually pointing towards a bit of sideways price action potentially over the next 1 day based on the MACD alone. So overall, just in the shorter term, personally, I would remain a little bit more cautious at the moment, especially with any over leveraged long positions, because once again, we're beginning to see some potential bearish signals start to show up and we're losing some bullish momentum here in the shorter term. But with that being said, if you're looking at the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart here on the daily time frame, as of right now, the ETH to Bitcoin chart is still continuing with this breakout to the upside above this important resistance in not only the price action, but also the daily RSI. And so technically speaking, even though we have some short-term bearish signals showing up for ETH and Bitcoin versus the US dollar, as of right now, if you're looking at the ETH to Bitcoin chart, ETH is still looking like it's about to outperform Bitcoin as it has been doing over the last few days. And considering the fact that we're just beginning to see this breakout from a pattern that has been forming over multiple months, we're likely going to continue to see ETH outperform Bitcoin for a little while longer, talking about potentially a few weeks. And if you want to know how to maximize your profits in crypto, no matter if the price is going to the upside, to the downside, or simply chopping around sideways, then make sure to check out these videos popping up right here on your screen. The video in the top left is a complete step-by-step tutorial video showing you how to trade crypto from start to finish, and the video in the bottom left shows you how to make money in crypto if the price is chopping around sideways. But that's just about all that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next video.